Welcome, everybody.
What show is this?
It's the third show.
Of what?
The Shit I Shouldn't Say podcast.
Shit I Shouldn't Say podcast, y'all. All right, we ain't had an episode in a while, you know what I'm saying? Niggas running around jet saying I was in Minnesota, you know what I'm saying, for a month, you know what I'm saying, with the work shit, you know what I'm saying? But now we back, you know what I'm saying? We got our illustrious producer. Holla at him one time.
What's happening out there, y'all?
You know what I'm saying? We got, the mainstay of the show. My partner in crime, we got Leo Bishop. Holla at him, bro.
Yes, what's going on, everybody?
And then we got a special guest host in this hole.
In this BI.
We got Cocaine Chris.
Come on, man.
Better known yet now, back at his regular name, just Chris. You know what I'm saying?
The government, Chris. Chris Edward.
You know what I'm saying? We got Chris in here.
Keep it at Caine.
All the people who know me, especially people who know me from, years and years ago. A rap
Caine.
group that I was in, 2-Man Cypher. That was my partner. You know what I'm saying? Super dope on the music shit. You know what I'm saying? He on this grown man with the kids and shit now. He ain't fucking around with the music, but he's still out here. You know what I'm saying? So he here to talk with us. You feel me?
Appreciate y'all having me on here.
Yeah. You know what we do. We actually, man, we gonna try to have a guest, pretty often. So, you free to come. We got a couple of mics in here. And, maybe we'll even run a couple of contests to get some of these Facebook people up in here. You know what I'm saying? Have a little guest host and shit. But I kind of want to jump right into the shit.
Jump into the
Let's
shit.
go.
What's up, man? What's going on in America, man? Who is our president right now?
President-elect.
Who is the president-elect? Let's keep it
technical.
right, because he ain't president yet.
You need to stop that shit.
Things could still happen that could stop it from, you know what I'm saying? They say it's a couple of
It's a
loopholes
done deal.
that might be Bernie might be able to, you know what I'm
Bernie
saying?
ain't do shit when he was running.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
wasn't even in the running.
I think he got it 100%.
Yeah, it's Trump.
Yeah.
We trumped out.
Oh, yeah, man. So this show is called Trump Battery. And I say that because, all right, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it real. Nigga won. He won fair and square, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
I'm
say all
salty
that.
about the shit, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna give him a chance.
Did you vote?
I can't say
Well,
that I
then
did.
you can't say shit.
I hate when motherfuckers
Okay?
say that. Don't tell me I fucking
Yeah,
can't
I
say shit if I
Hey,
don't goddamn
I
vote.
disagree with
Hey, that's what they gonna say.
If I pay taxes, I can say whatever the fuck
Hey,
I
they don't
want
give
to.
a damn about that.
No, they don't.
They gon'
You don't even got to pay taxes. You're
Hell
an
nah.
American citizen.
I'm in this
Hey,
bitch,
I ain't
you know what I'm
vote,
saying?
so I ain't give a fuck.
Freedom of speech.
I
period.
knew it was a toss-up. I ain't vote. I ain't give a fuck.
I'm not going to lie. I did not think it was a toss-up. I thought, not in a million years that he would be
I
able
thought
to
she was
win.
way better.
Nigga, do you not live in America? You see how hateful and crazy
be
motherfuckers
real, though.
is?
The main
Yeah.
reason I thought that he wasn't going to win is just because of
How he went about it and the shit
some
he
of
was
the
saying.
stuff he said.
Yeah.
Like if Obama or even Mitt Romney or whoever
Right.
the hell would have said a lot of the things he'd have said, they would have got disqualified before
Long
they
time
even made
ago.
it to the
Long time ago.
top 3 people of each side.
But shit,
Well-
shit WWE now. So
Well, I think what he was able to do is, and he's smart, man. Like, he say a lot of dumb shit, but dude is intelligent as far as picking the people who he got to vote for him. He got into an untapped portion of America, which was a lot of, and not all, obviously there was a lot of intelligent, people, white people with money as well, but he really tapped into people who didn't vote in the other elections, which were poor white people
Right.
who are, I wouldn't even say they're racist. Yeah, a lot of them are, obviously, this is America, but even more so, they were tired of Democrats and Republicans, and they just wanted somebody new, like, all right, all y'all been fucking us, and he telling us that he gonna do something different.
Right.
And that's what he built his
he
election
really-
on, is that I'm different.
I
Even
don't
though
know, man.
I don't know how you could.
I agree, but I disagree.
That's what he was doing,
Probably
but
had to been that ain't gonna work with everybody. Put it like this.
Right.
For example, if I'm trying to think of some other rich person, if
Bill Gates.
nah, that's not, Bill Gates too soft. In my opinion, to win, he too
You don't
soft.
even know my nigga like
right.
that to be even.
Yeah,
No,
Bill
part of the reason Trump won is because of his courage. Him
Mm-hmm.
acting like he don't really give a fuck about nothing.
You think
And
he
everything
acting?
today? Well, part of it is the act though, because he wouldn't be that good of a businessman if he was really that much of a dickhead.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, man, he would be alienating everybody.
True,
Right.
true facts.
It's just like you said, WWE. He know how to put on that persona, like his rapper hat or his entertainment
Right.
hat or whatever. It's just weird when you wonder where does it blend and where does it end? Is this the real Trump or is this the entertainer Trump? It's time to tell.
Well, to
Well,
be continued. We're gonna
listen.
find out soon.
Let's address the elephant in the room. All right. There's 3 black men at this table.
Right,
We got a white guy at this table. That's our producer.
right.
And I want to go to him. If you yourself or anybody who you know voted for Trump, I just want to know what was their reasoning. Not even on some jokey shit, but
I mean,
what did they believe in about him?
For me personally, I think Trump is like the greatest troll ever, and he has proven that he is.
He's the maximum.
I 100% agree.
Level 9,000.
Yeah,
for sure. And honestly, I voted for him.
Right.
And the reason I voted for him, I think he's entertaining as fuck. I think he's crazy. He's outlandish. He says some fucking crazy shit.
Very much so.
He likes grabbing chicks by the pussy. And for me, I think he's fucking humorous, man.
I've never been against grabbing bitches by the
Nah,
pussy.
I
That's something
don't think
I'm
anybody
for
in the
that.
table
I
would be.
advocate for it, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
That's something that I think.
I, for the record, do not advocate that.
Yeah, damn
At least
right.
need permission before you go grabbing it.
He ain't say he wasn't
Hey,
gonna ask for permission.
when
He
you're
just asked.
famous, they let you do it, man.
Right.
Ain't that what he said?
That's exactly what he said. Yeah.
Why you look? But hold on, I want to ask, one of my folks from my Facebook social network, she said, Casey, she said that he looked really intimidated sitting next to the president.
Oh, hell
next
yeah.
to Obama.
Oh.
What was that about?
Did you notice? Hold on, let me ask you. Did you notice when they shook hands? They got a freezer. He didn't even look him in the eyes.
Well, do you
Like,
know
he
why?
looked down.
Do you know why he didn't look?
Because he
at that?
said a bunch of shit
Because
about
he
him.
spent the whole last 8 years saying that he wasn't a citizen, saying that he was the worst
Right.
president in the world.
And
Yada
never
yada
met him.
yada. Never met him.
Right.
And then he meet him, and he like, actually, this was an honor to have met. I'm like, dude, did you like have a man curse on him the whole time? And now that you met him, you like, you know what? He's actually not so much of a nigger as I thought he was.
Right. Trump had the I know I fucked up look.
He did.
Like, what did I sign up for?
Did y'all
Shit.
go touch
I
him?
lied on my job application. Like, I told him I could do this executive position with all these skills, and I don't have them.
He had that
And now I got the
He had
job.
that face where your manager put an Excel sheet in front of you.
Or
You
pop-
like, damn, I did say that I'm.
Or he had the possible.
I said I was efficient.
Or he had the possible. Somebody in the government told him, "Hey, just run so we can get Hillary in. You ain't gonna win, trust me."
Right.
And then, oh fuck, you won. And he like, damn, what I'm supposed to do now?
I really don't think he thought he would win.
Hell no.
He didn't, and
I
I don't
thought
think
he
he
just
want.
did
And
it
I don't think he
because-
want the job, honestly.
Part of me don't think so.
Well, it's for one, comparable to his life.
It's
It's
crappy.
really a shitty job.
Yeah.
It
It's
really
fucking
is.
up his
It's
business.
exactly. At $300,000 a year, he can't run his businesses like he used to. He has no, he has no. Like, what would you call it? Like, say he wanted to grab bitches by the pussy and shit. He got no privacy anymore because he got Secret Service following him everywhere. He got to move out of his big plush home and shit and move into that old-ass museum they call the White House. He didn't want that fucking job. He wanted the publicity that he was going to get from it.
Yep.
But he thinking, like, all right, Hillary going to win. And I heard he had plans to do some type of new network with his new fans that he got from all the,
Yeah.
racist rhetoric shit. And he was going to bank, like, make big money on this new network. But now that ain't happening, bro. You won.
Yeah.
So now you get to be responsible for 340 million Americans, and about 60% of them hate you.
And
so
he
that's your new job.
Yeah,
for 4
he
years.
already breaking promises. He was talking about getting rid of Obamacare, but now he backtracking on that
He
shit.
said he was
already.
going to lock up Hillary. He about to give
Yeah.
her a job.
Yeah.
You can't lock up Hillary, bro.
Talking about building a wall. He re-talking that too.
Well, now
And that's what
big
makes him the
fence.
greatest troll of all time.
Wow.
He actually
Because
won the presidency
he
trolling.
He won it by trolling, and then now that he's in, he's just like, well, guess what? We're not gonna do.
Right.
All of that shit.
Man, it's like I never really watched something on TV. It's almost like watching a movie with like the election night. It's almost like watching a movie. You knew what happened. It's like the Mandela effect, basically, in real time.
Nigga,
It's like you seen the shit how it was going to end. Like, look, I'm tuning in. Hillary about to wipe him out by 30 points.
Bruh.
Percentage points. He gonna wipe him out with the electoral college. He gonna win 3 states, maybe like Mississippi and some shit, Alabama. That's what we was thinking.
Right, but it was a
Shit,
point. It was a
He
point.
got Ohio niggas start
Right.
getting sweating. Like, hold up.
No.
He got Ohio.
That's why I said.
Oh, we had a mic go out. Hold on.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily nervous when he won Ohio.
I mean, I never gave a fuck anyway. Because to be perfectly honest with you, he can't possibly
Right.
possibly hurt my life. He
Right.
can't I'm not on fucking Obamacare. I don't give a fuck. You could destroy that shit for all I care.
Yeah.
I actually have a career where I get fucking benefits for my family through my career, and I don't need the government for anything. So regardless of what he do, that shit don't affect my
Exactly.
life anyway. That's why I don't bother to vote
Right.
because I don't rely on politicians to make my life better.
Right.
I make my life
It's
better.
like him winning was like
It didn't do nothing.
it was
for him.
it's
Yeah.
fucked up, but it's like inspiration for me to do something better in my life because it's like shit. The
If he
dude
can
can
do
make it
that.
to be. I know it
You
take
gonna run
money.
for president
I
now?
know it take money. I gotta wait. I ain't 35 yet.
Right,
you know,
right.
we
Well,
get there eventually.
The Rock said that he running. See, that's
The
what
Rock could
listen,
do it.
No,
though.
and he'll
I think he
win.
can
Look,
do
check
it.
this out.
He could do it.
That's the best thing. Like piggybacking off of what you just said. That's the best thing about him winning. Now other motherfuckers, like everybody else who thought the shit was fake, like, bruh, they already got the winner's peak.
Right.
Nobody else. Now everybody know that you can win. So now you about to have real other people, like entertainers and shit, actually running who might be able to make a difference.
And The Rock got that Barack thing going on.
Yeah, he do.
Like
And he
that
big
Vin
as
Diesel
fuck.
thing. Like, we don't know what you
He
are.
damn
Like,
sure ain't gonna need no. He ain't gonna need no secret
He
service.
like every race there is and shit. I know he not, but it seemed like it is. He appealed to like everybody. You know,
This nigga
everybody
could
like The
win.
Rock.
Will Smith could win.
Oh, yeah,
I
Will
think
Smith
Oprah
could win.
Winfrey
Shit,
could
Kanye
win.
said he was gonna run.
Hell no.
Y'all want that?
Kanye.
He can't be no worse than Trump.
He a clown.
Nah. He a fucking.
He gonna be trying to get everybody in Ralph.
It's different.
It ain't Ralph though.
I mean, let's be honest
and
though.
honestly, white people hate him.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
After he
Some
fucked
of
up,
them love him.
after he
though.
fucked
gotta-
over Taylor Swift, he just lost the
Nah,
majority
he
of the
got
white
a lot
vote
of white
right
people
then and
that
there.
still love him.
He
though,
just
for
nutty
real.
as fuck.
See, no, Kanye got the same type of supporters that Trump do. It's like secret. Because it's like you get tired of having to defend this motherfucker in public that
So
you
you
like
just shut
keep it
the
a
fuck
secret.
up
Like,
about
fuck it, I'm just let him destroy
Yeah.
Kanye.
Boy, listen.
Cause soon he gonna do some dumb shit tomorrow, and you like, ah, here I go
That's
again.
just-
I'll
Yeah,
tell
that's
you
just
what,
easy.
on my Facebook, none of my white friends were voting for Trump until the 91. And then they were like, yes, my candidate won. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? For 2 months you've been telling me you're not voting for him.
purple.
What you mean, my candidate?
Hold on, but that's Dave Chappelle
Like, I
had.
got you, nigga.
No, Dave Chappelle had a good skit about that. Like Dave Chappelle got a good post, what I think
I
on
love
like
Dave
white
Chappelle,
society
man.
and shit. Like on one of his like 2 or 3 stand-ups ago, he was talking about how like white men talk about politics and stuff and
Right.
they wives and shit. And he was like, yeah, you know, a white dude was talking. And he was talking about fucking his wife and
Right.
shit, right? And he was going all into detail or whatever. Like, you know, I was doing this, that, and the third of my wife, and she was
Right.
sucking it or whatever. Then she was like, hey, bro, who did you vote for? He's like, dude, Dave. That's personal. That's personal. Anyway, I was fucking my wife, right? Like, he got right back to it. Like, white people are real secretive about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, they good at, you know, faking, hitting us with the fake out. Like, black people, one of our problems is that we are too real.
Yeah.
You don't know how to, like,
Facts.
fall
We
back
put it all out
and
there.
be
Yeah.
patient and shit. Motherfucker tell you everything. Yeah, I got 6 guns in the house, bitch, and they in the kitchen.
And then when the police raid their crib and shit, they like, niggas, somebody snitching.
Yeah,
Niggas
dry
snitching on
snitching like a
the
motherfucker.
Like, nigga, you snitching on you.
Right.
You just fucking told everybody.
Try to be
around
real
the
and
gun.
shit. Try to be real.
Hey.
Trying to put all your cards on the table.
Yeah, but I think like America ain't ready for that honesty from a black person.
Hell no. Barack had to be
Yeah.
soft as fuck
we gotta
to
like
get in there. He had
ease
to
our
act
way
right.
in, you know. Like next we need to do like Common. You know, he a little more militant than Barack, but he's still like real positive.
And he
Then-
light
then
skinned.
we work our way up.
With that light skin shit.
The light skin help.
We ain't gonna have
They ain't no dark skin gonna get in there. That just ain't gonna happen. Dark skinned African Americans are really scary
Common-
to the rest of
Wesley
America.
Snipes has no chance.
Hell nah.
Hell no, that's pure Satan.
now if you done
That's Satan in the flesh.
Like grabbing Samuel. Fucking that.
Motherfucker.
if you that black, you gotta win. You gotta be a Republican though. Shit, you dark skinned.
Don Cheadle probably be the only black nigga that
Ben
got a
Carson
chance.
had a not
That
really.
nigga
He
slow.
ain't really
He's
had
smart
much.
as fuck, but
Yeah,
he
you know
weird
this-
as fuck. I don't, yeah. Something ain't quite right with
He
this
high. He
nigga.
on pills or something, man. He be doped up all the time. It seems.
And look, listen.
Morgan Freeman could win.
Yeah, that's
That's
God.
because that voice,
That's
though.
God.
You know,
That's God.
right.
That's God, obviously.
His political,
You can't not put
Right.
Morgan Freeman.
his political speech is gonna be off the chain. They're gonna be hanging on to every word, life changing shit. We about to drop bombs. That's all they gotta say. Like, yeah, we dropping bombs today.
They gonna have to get fuck flex up in that motherfucker to drop bombs before he start.
Right.
Hey,
But look, with this Trump shit, and I totally don't like that dude as a president. I actually think he's a really entertaining guy. I like him outside of being a president.
Yeah,
but
as a
since he's the
person.
president, you know what? I'm gonna give him a chance.
Ain't
Fuck
got
it.
no
I mean, you
choice,
ain't got no
right.
goddamn choice
Exactly.
anyway. What I'm gonna do? Motherfucker, going back to Africa.
Hey,
I'm gonna go back someplace I ain't never been. I ain't going no goddamn where.
I feel
I'm
sorry.
gonna stay here.
I feel sorry for the people that's like really hurt by it because it is a certain demographic of people that are like really worried.
Nigga, they was
You know,
crying.
like foreigners
Yeah.
or whatnot. You know, certain people they really worried.
My
about
kids
that,
was worried because
you
they got
know.
Mexican friends at their school, and they were like, "Are my friends going to get taken away?" I'm like, "Are they legal?"
Honestly, I look at it like this: we made it through 2 Bush terms, so
Thank you.
And
Thank
Reagan
you.
and
really
Nixon.
that worried.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm worried for the people that are worried. I
Listen, when
understand,
it
but
all
personally, deep down inside, I'm not scared.
When it all come down to it, I got straps at the crib, so
It always comes down to that.
that's what it comes down
always
to. At the
comes
end
down
of the
to-
day, at the end of the day, it comes down to you trying to take my life
Right.
and my kids' life. I got straps at the crib.
Right.
We got to shoot it out. That's what it comes down to.
In the
If
kitchen.
we ain't talking about killing nobody, then I mean,
We
what he
good,
gonna do?
right.
I don't give a fuck about you taking away welfare, nigga. I ain't never been on welfare.
Exactly.
That shit don't affect my life. I mean, I feel sorry for the people that do. But I mean, better get your ass out to get a goddamn job. There's jobs everywhere. I can't control that.
And like Leo said, I mean, we made it through Bush. And if people don't know what Bush was,
2.5 Bushes.
Right? Do y'all understand how stupid that motherfucker was? We made it through Bush. Like my kid's smarter than Bush.
This nigga did the sloppiest false flag on the planet and still got away with the shit.
He just said we won the war and
motherfucker was reading Dr. Seuss while the fucking towers was getting blasted.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that happened.
Come on. Like we made it through him. I think we'll be all right with Trump.
But what I want to tell my Caucasian friends, and I love Caucasians.
the disclaimer.
I have more Caucasian friends than black friends, especially on my social media. But listen,
actually, as a representative of the
white delegation,
of the Caucasians, the white delegations here, we actually prefer saltine Americans.
Saltine Americans. Okay, we're gonna switch that up because I don't want to disrespect anybody. But listen, don't allow Trump being in office to make you believe that you could just say whatever you want to, whenever you want to. I know you think that this is the second coming of Hitler, and you could just say whatever the fuck you want to. Let me explain something to you. Trump don't mean that shit that he's saying. He said that shit to get in office, and you actually really thinking that you could be out here calling people niggers and running around doing this and that. All you gotta do is check Facebook, check Google, just search it. Look at all the white people who done had the smackdown put on them for doing that. Don't do it because Trump is not going to appear out of thin air and help you fight. Make sure that you know how to fight before you do that. Don't get that Trump battery put in your back.
Actually, I think it's a good thing because now people they got courage. So we get to see who ass we going to be able to whoop. So if you feel like Trump didn't gas you up, that you can come up to the typical nigga and say whatever you want, please do. You're going to get your ass knocked out.
Watch out.
And you're going to feel stupid.
Yeah. See, I just need y'all to understand that these days. You can feel any way you want to, and you can get in your house and you can lay in bed with your wife and you could just let the nigger bombs fly. But if you do it in public, it's still gonna happen. Ain't shit changed. He's not gonna help you. He's not a fucking Zord. You're not a fucking Power Ranger. You ain't gonna pull that goddamn big ass buckle out and scream Trump, and he gonna come up out the fucking sea and help you fight, niggas. You still out here on the boat by yourself.
Green Ranger shit.
How you think him winning gonna affect like policing?
Oh, they really don't give a fuck. I think it's gonna be for the worse. Because he said he all about law and order, and he got Giuliani shitty ass as
He didn't officially choose him yet, did he?
Not officially, but that's his homie.
That guy.
Yeah, and he's totally with stop and frisk. So you know what I'm saying?
I hope he was just using him, to get elected. He don't really want anything to do with him.
I urge the police to chill out too.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I would never do it. But I've heard a lot of black people say, and a lot of people of color, that if that shit don't stop, they're going to start shooting back at the police.
Truth be told.
So then when the police start getting shot back, I don't want to hear that, oh my God, they're so brave and yada, yada, yada. Motherfuckers ain't about to let you keep killing them. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
Honestly,
and then no justice coming with it. Yeah. Motherfuckers gonna start shooting back, and you would too if you felt like somebody was systematically taking out your people over and over for nonsense. Not saying when black people get killed for fucking up. I'm totally with that too. Hell yeah, shoot that ass down. Shoot anybody down who fucking up or trying to hurt you.
Right.
But you shooting people who ain't even got guns. You doing all this shit, and what they say is, well, what about in the hood when Tommy killed John? Well, when Tommy killed John, his ass go to prison for 25 to life. Right. We ain't even tripping on them being killed. We tripping on justice not being served. So then when some crazy black assassin group get together and start knocking off cops, I don't want to hear nobody crying about it because they've been marching and protesting and that shit still ain't working.
Yeah.
So eventually people are going to start busting back.
It's weird, people that don't even agree with the Black Lives Matter and the whole little protest thing and all of this, that, and the third. People don't even realize that they agree without agreeing. Because I got mass people that I'm friends with on Facebook, so you got this demographic of people that's kind of like, Black Lives Matter or whatnot. Some white folks, mostly black folks. Then I'm friends with other white folks that's more like conservative or whatnot, and they into the Second Amendment and all that good type of shit, and they anti-government too, But at the same time, I do see our side, and I mean our just like black in general. I'm sorry everybody generalized, but our side and then the was is considered middle class poor white side. We damn near had the same feeling and sentiment towards the government,
right?
But they pit us against each other all the time.
Well, they've been doing that forever.
And we politically disagree, and when we all fighting the same struggle, and that's what
they've been doing that forever.
At some point, when the shit all hit the fan, then eventually we either gonna come together because it ain't gonna be much left over around this motherfucker. But it's crazy that we all fighting against the government while fighting each other.
Well, the good thing with the Trump thing also is you see the protests. Shit, them protests, that's 90% white. That made me happy to see that 100,000 people in LA marching. Because now they're like, oh my God, this is racist.
That's
and I'm like,
no shit.
We kind of been telling you that for 100 years. Right. And it took Trump with that rhetoric and seeing his rallies and shit for a lot of white people to say, you know what, that does kind of resemble a little bit of racism. Yeah.
It took that. Have you seen the SNL skit with Chappelle and Chris Rock?
Yeah,
it's like those people was in there basically saying, oh my God, how is this happening in America? And they sitting there like, oh, well, this new shit to y'all, but this been going on.
Yeah, everybody only see what they see, I guess, from their own eyes and their own personal community and whatnot. But shit been, like I was just saying, shit been affecting poor white people in the same way. They just go about it in a different way. The Republicans, word it to them to make them fight against the government, and the Democrats rile us up and make us fight against the shit. And while behind closed doors,
they've been pitting poor whites against poor blacks since the slave days.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When they told the poor whites that who were indentured servants at the time that hey, those slaves taking y'all jobs. Yeah. But you're still better than them because you're white.
So is this time
all y'all motherfuckers poor as shit, but you're still better than them? Look at the color of your skin. Look at him. He's taking your job. Like, motherfucker, you hired him to take my job.
How much
you know what I'm saying? They've been doing that to us since then, and I don't know how the Republicans
How much you think the Trump battery was charged by anti-black president feelings? Like, what fuel from hatred of some people that didn't even vote? Because look at it like this. Next election, you're going to have people that, like, it's a lot of black people that didn't vote. Mm-hmm. They realize, like, oh, shit.
My vote does count.
Like, I need to not let him win again. Right. So they're going to go vote. They'll make sure he don't win the next time. I think certain white people that didn't vote during the Obama elections felt like, fuck that. Right. We ain't about to let this shit happen again.
Do you think it's more anti-black, or do you think it could be anti-woman? Because it's a lot of people who didn't want.
I ain't gonna lie. I think it's a lot. I think it's more anti-woman than we.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What surprised me is that she didn't even get the majority women vote.
Women
she got the popularity vote.
Women don't like women.
What is up with that though? That's so crazy.
It's hard to like a woman, man. Yeah, shit, we perfectly designed to like women, and we barely like they ass.
If it wasn't for the sexual part, I'm not even sure that I would like women. I mean, just think about it. Think if you didn't want to fuck a woman. You just didn't. I ain't even saying you want to fuck a man, but say you don't want to fuck a woman. You have no sexual appetite for that.
Right.
Do you know any women who are just fucking totally cool enough on their own, just
that? Had like 3 or 4 in your life.
To actually hang around them. I don't fucking want to hang around with women. Like, they not in the video games like I am. They're not in the hip-hop like I am. Like underground crazy type shit. Sports like I am. I don't want to fucking hang around with you.
Would you want that, though, if you could get somebody who was exactly like you and was a girl?
No.
You wouldn't want that.
I don't want
that. I think I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Because I have so much to talk about with them. They'd be like my best friend.
But you won't want to talk about games with you all the time.
I don't want no opposite. We gonna be arguing.
That shit might make you mad after a while.
I believe
why you always telling me about the games, right?
Think you know everything.
Then she competitive as hell, whooping your ass in 2K. Y'all arguing over shit like that. That's carrying over into real life shit. Y'all breaking up over dumb shit.
I believe you can have multiple best friends in life.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think your girl should be like your sole best friend. That shit a little weird and creepy.
Especially
you definitely
she on your ass.
Like I tell my girl all the time, she my best friend. She my best friend in different ways. Like I trust her with everything. Like I know that's my. But then you got your homies. What I'm saying, that's your best friend. Like different stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel you. I see what you're saying.
Like, it'd be weird she texting you like, "Oh, you hear them bars?"
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't want. You don't need. See, but you just said you want that shit though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't really want.
You don't want to talk about bars.
Now that I think about it, I ain't trying to have her fucking hit me up talking. You don't. Like, have you heard that new Schoolboy?
Shit gonna make you mad.
Like, shut up.
You gonna be like, damn, go
talk to me about some indie guitars.
She's trying to ghostwrite your next album and shit. Like, come on.
Like, baby, what you think about these bars? She's sending me punchlines and shit to my cell phone.
Y'all battling and shit. You don't even know it. She's sending you battle boy. y'all beefing over top 5 and shit.
Yeah,
top 5.
Yeah, okay. I see where y'all going with that. I see where y'all, and that makes perfect sense. But since we were talking about sex a little bit, this brings me to something that, and I'm not even sure of y'all that follow me on social networking, if y'all saw it, but I was in a car the other day listening to Shade 45. That's my shit, man. Shout out to Rude Jude and all those guys. I love that shit. But they had some guy on there, and he was a producer of gay porn. All right? Now, I don't want to lose y'all with this. Hear me out. What they saying is that they had a whole panel of white guys, and all the guys happen to be white. And what they were saying to them was, what the guys were saying is that they do gay porn, but they're not gay. They're straight, but they do gay porn because it pays a lot of money. To all y'all here at this table right now, is that even possible? And all the people out there listening on social networking, is that even possible? Can you be a straight man but do gay porn?
No, it's an oxymoron.
Hold on. See, all the black dudes at the table talking about no. But then I look over at my producer who's up.
You got a look on your face. You do got a look on the face like you about to say, and it looked like you about to say some gay shit. I'm not even trying to be funny, but be careful. But go ahead and explain yourself. I just want
to. Money's money, man. Times is hard these days.
Time out. I'm gonna stop you right now.
But how far would you go?
Hold on.
How far would you go with the gay shit?
We've actually talked about this on another show.
Did we talk about this one time?
Yeah. I think it was something like 20-something million or something like that. But I mean, fuck, that's a lot of money, man.
Listen,
ain't nobody.
Listen. We cannot use
these cats getting $5,000 to suck dick.
Right, and it don't even matter. It don't matter. Let's say it was a meal. Let's say it was a meal. Look. Money does not justify the means of those actions. Like because for you to basically get erect for another man, money does not make you hard. So you have to psychologically, or your mind has to tell yourself you're attracted to that to do it. And I just feel like you can use that for anything. It's like saying, okay, I go kill somebody, but I'm not a murderer because I got paid. I'm an assassin, but you get what I'm saying? The logic behind it. But you kill somebody. You kill somebody. To do some gay shit and be a man and then say, oh, well, I got paid, so I ain't gay, I'm straight. That doesn't add up.
Well, what dude was saying is he was blowing other homie back out. But he could. Hold on. I listen, and I know I'm going far. I know shit is getting graphic. I get it. Hear me out. He was blowing the homie back out, and then he said, but because he ain't gay, he couldn't bust. I'm like, nigga,
you already in there. You 90%, nigga. You might as well.
You already
dipped in.
Also, you ain't gay because you stuck your dick in his ass, but because you ain't bust. Also, you ain't put the period at the end of the sentence. So therefore,
listen,
you good.
You done already dipped in the cheeks.
Right.
You might as well bust. What are you doing? But that was his logic. He was saying I'm not gay because I couldn't even come. So what they had to do was stop the cameras, and then I would jack off, and then that's how they would get the cum shot. And that's the way he was trying to justify. Like, no, bro, I'm not gay because I didn't finish with him.
How'd you get hard in the first place?
It's two separate sides of the argument.
He said, "Oh yeah," he said
one side.
He said they was
gay.
He said they
and
was
not
feeding,
gay.
He said they was feeding him Viagra's. He said that's how his dick was getting hard.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what he said. They was feeding him Viagra's the whole time, and he said he was young, and he said he had a drug addiction.
But still,
yeah, exactly. It's still mega gay.
Like what makes you? What I was meant by the two sides is like I think it's gay. For the record,
it's actually
some people think that like it ain't just it's the action, and some people think it ain't the action and it's the thought. I say it's both. It can be either or a combination of both. Mm-hmm. But no, certain things apply in life that don't apply in everywhere. Like, okay, you can be a cook but not be a chef. I get that.
True.
I get that, right?
That is facts. That is facts.
But fuck that. If you, I think if you do a sexual act,
right?
But fuck that.
Especially for money as an adult. Like, you choosing to consciously be gay. Like, certain people be like, oh, being gay ain't a choice. Like, shit, I tell that to them.
Right.
Tell that to them niggas. Like, it is to them. Like, but it's also a culture thing, too. Like, the black-white thing. It's like, white dudes in America, for the most part, they grow up more free. They joke more about sexual things. You see it a lot in, like, white comedies and things of that nature. Seth Rogen and all of them. But when it come to black people and black movies, even you see it on Facebook, like, when friend to fall asleep or something. Like they
sticking dicks in each other's mouth.
He's like, yeah, John fell asleep and we put a carrot in his ass.
Listen,
so you gonna get murdered.
I'm gonna have to put that kind of behavior on the white delegation.
Right.
That's something that's prominent in the white delegation where a friend will go to sleep and then another friend decide that this is a joke to just drag his balls across his face while he sleep. Like, I don't know what kind of fucking joke that is.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, that's friendship. That's friendship, and then I'm whooping your ass.
So that go back to the same thing. So does the act make you gay, or is it your intent with the act?
It's both, like you said.
I just don't even understand what part of the what's funny about that. What's funny about laying your dick on your homie's face while he sleep?
And slapping a pick.
Yeah, I see like
sticking the tip in his mouth, like
listen, how far does that joke even go?
Sometimes it's
like, hey, let's be real funny and let's actually fuck John.
We ain't gay. We just running a prank.
Oh my god, bro, you were fucking asleep, man. fucking swear to God that Zach fucking came in your ass, bro. Like, it was so funny when you were asleep.
But we're not gay.
Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, that's not a joke to me. Like, a joke is like putting, you know, some whipped cream on somebody's face. They putting the real cream on the nigga face.
It's like, for real.
Don't
like,
play with me like that.
If I ever in my life woke up and one of my friends did that to me, it's like, it's over.
They
man.
did.
It's over, bruh. It's like, it's nothing you could say to me to make me not want to hurt you. Like, period. It's not a joke. We're not friends anymore. Period. It's like, man.
I feel like you think I'm a bitch.
Yeah, it's not
like, why me, nigga? Of all the cats that spent the night over here, why you choose me?
I ain't about that. You the first one who fell asleep.
You chose me to drag your balls across my goddamn face.
You fell for
That's
it.
worse than like. No, I don't know.
You fell for
that.
it.
But yeah, it's worse than trying to. No, I ain't even say it.
Is.
That's like rank up there, but like trying to like fuck your best friend wife.
It's exactly that.
Like
Bro.
that.
It's actually worse.
I'd
rather a motherfucker fuck my wife.
That's still kind of natural in a way.
Don't fucking. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know, that's her.
To go at my wife.
You know, not me.
Don't smash me when I was asleep.
Yeah,
and then say we cool, and then say you not gay. No, you did all of the above on the test.
That's not real friendship.
That shit is getting real though. Like not even like with jokes. I was watching some shit on 2020, and they was talking about these like sports. You know how they, what is it called when they're like, say when you have underclassmen, what do they call
hazing?
It? Yeah, hazing.
Yeah.
Like, what's the fuck? Like, hazing used to be like making niggas carry your bags and
they
shit.
Did that to Anthony
they
Davis.
anally raping niggas.
Anthony
like,
Davis.
What part of hazing is this? I think this just gay. And
Sleep showed me that Anthony Davis shit.
Letting them,
smiling
man, letting them spank you with no.
He was happy about that.
Laying you over their knees, spanking you. You a grown ass man.
You 7'1". Not only are you grown, you fucking 7'1". You big as hell on top of that.
Was hard
the biggest one in the locker room.
Right, laughing and cheesing and shit. Like, yeah, that was.
Like, where's the nigga in the locker room who like, hey, y'all, I don't think this hazing no more. I think y'all just gay and y'all just trying to justify.
You know what I think it is though? A lot of them go through that and they be ashamed. So it's like, let me do this to somebody else. It's like the molester growing up to be the molested person growing up to be a molester.
Right.
My thing
is taking it out on the next man.
My thing is two questions. Do y'all believe, like, because in this world now, like they say a man can be bisexual. I don't believe that. And two, why is it with these cats with this subject, why can't they just say they gay? Like, I mean, it's 2016. Nobody cares. Like, Odell Beckham, he gay. He won't come out the closet. Like, I know people say he'll lose endorsements. No, he's gay. We got it. He showed every sign to be gay. Why are people so self-conscious to say that they're gay? Nobody cares at this point. And is there such thing as a bisexual man?
Well, my homie Daniel Brady or Daly, he on my Facebook, dude. One of the most intelligent people on my Facebook. He always say there's no such thing as a bisexual man.
I have to agree.
I mean, you can't.
I don't think so.
Look, it's kind of like
you gay, but you mess with women here.
Look, it's kind.
I feel like the women are the cover.
And even gay guys will fuck a woman here and there.
Right.
But it's kind of like what Dave Chappelle said about when they said that AIDS came from a nigga fucking a monkey. Listen, you don't fuck a monkey and then just start fucking humans again.
Exactly.
Right. Once you take that kind of plunge, you don't fucking.
You all monkeys.
Right. You all monkeys.
You fucking everything. You fucking all monkeys. Ain't no humans doing it for you. You might go to a different type of animal, but you ain't fucking with humans no more.
Yeah, you full on chimp at this point. Ain't no fucking coming back. It ain't no fuck Bobo Friday night, and you got Melissa coming over Saturday night.
It don't work.
That's a whole new kind of sex right there. So that's how I kind of feel with the gay dudes. Bisexual men, like, you don't fuck John Monday night and then Tuesday you got Jessica coming over.
Right.
I don't buy that. I think that they're still fucking women just to kind of cover it up and shit.
And then they try to justify the means by saying, well, women can do it. Well, that's just a double standard. Like, and it's different.
I'm awesome with that double standard.
Right, but it's different.
A lot of double standards. That's
right. Men can be hoes and, and it's all right. But if a woman do it, then, she gets slut shamed. I'm sorry. But that's just a double standard. That's okay.
Right.
Just like a woman can go out to a club, be a totally straight woman, kiss her friend all goddamn night in the club and get cheered on for it.
Exactly.
Go home, lick her pussy, and tell everybody and get cheered on for it.
And don't nobody think she gay.
Right. Let Terry and Arnold go out to the club and they start kissing. He be like, oh, man, we were fucking drunk. I fucking sucked his dick.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna be fucking.
Yeah, you can't. At that point, you get nothing but paper cups in my house. You don't get any type of real silverware. Motherfucker don't even give me a hug.
Exactly. And listen, that's a double standard. Right. And I'm okay with that double standard.
Right.
I'm not interested in being able to kiss men and get away with it because I'm not interested in fucking kissing men because I'm not gay.
Right, and it just brings me back to the subject. I feel like that money is a means means for people to just justify them being gay when they can just come out and say, I'm gay. Nobody's going to shame you for it because there's so many different ways to make money. Why do you got to go do some gay shit and then say you straight?
And for real, when you a celebrity, it's like go back to like one of the previous episodes about like black privilege and, you know, white privilege, whatnot. Everybody has privilege. Women have, there's women's privilege,
Right.
and
Yeah.
we just
A
spoke
lot of
on that. And rich people have privilege too. Any rich person, for the most part, can come out at this day and age, and that shit to benefit them.
Right.
Because there's so many other brands or whatnot that's trying to attack themselves and get the what they call the LGBT
Yeah.
dollars, and they're gonna use you to. Man, Odell Beckham came out today. His endorsements would triple
Exactly.
in 6 months. I can almost
Yeah,
guarantee.
but then his football team ain't gonna want him on there.
But,
All the
they know what's up.
dudes
If they
ain't
want to
gonna want him
win,
on
if
there.
they want to win, they gonna
know
shut the
what's-
fuck
they
up.
know what's up.
I mean,
I
he
think-
ain't Michael Sam. I mean, Michael Sam fucked himself.
This
No pun
2016.
intended. Sorry, my bad.
He
man.
was shitty though.
Bro,
like, no pun
I think he could.
intended.
I think he would have had a better chance if he would have waited and then told everybody. But Beckham is a mega star. No team's not gonna take Beckham because he's getting fucked in the ass.
See, certain
like
people,
it's not.
certain people think Michael Sam would have never got drafted if he never said he was
wouldn't
gay
have.
because he wasn't that good of a football player
Right.
in the first place. So it's like it can help you in a way. Like everybody wanna appeal to certain, like you know
Right.
how like certain people in the past, even during racist times,
Right.
they would always appeal. You know, had a token black dude. You know,
Yeah.
like, we still need that money. You
Right.
know, regardless how I feel about you, I still need that money.
Right, exactly.
So a lot of people and companies, they want that money from gay people that don't really associate themselves with. Man, certain gay people just isolate themselves from entire brands
true.
because they know people don't fuck with them. So Odell Beckham, dude, to make hella money, he gonna be doing hair care products. This motherfucker can sell ballerina shoes.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you, if I was his marketing agent,
Nigga-
I'd just
nigga
come out
could
and ask
dance.
him like, "Come on, bro, are you
Right.
really gay?"
Nigga
Like,
could
'cause we
dance.
can make some money.
He
from
could
this shit.
dance. He
Trust
could,
me.
he could
He
definitely
got
dance.
moves,
He
yeah.
got some moves and shit. But I mean, I don't think anybody could see him and not see that he's
Right, I
totally
mean, the motherfucker-
he's totally gay. I know women like him and shit, but he ain't even interested in you, man.
Right. I mean, the video of him on the field looking at dude's ass, and then if that's not enough, what about him popping up out the hot tub? Like, what nigga
Yeah,
does
that was
that?
extra
Who comes
suspect.
up out the hot tub like that? And I'm questioning the niggas in the hot
It was
tub.
like
I'm
Randy
like,
Orton.
I'm
I don't
like,
know where.
I'm like, why y'all still in the hot tub with
He
him?
said, who comes about the hot tub like that? My nigga did. Just
Man, he came up out of the hot tub like Rambo with the
Yeah.
knife in his mouth, doing hella gay shit.
in slow mo.
Like, I'm like, what? And why y'all still in the hot tub with this motherfucker?
Hey.
Like, damn.
That's fucked up. But you know, for real, like how we like laughing and roasting him and stuff. Him or somebody else that's gay might listen to this. Like,
Well,
see, you the motherfucking
But
reason.
that's why I got to
Well,
clear.
and-
I'm not homophobic at all. I don't have a problem.
bother
with it.
me in the
Right.
least
I'm not homophobic at all. I just want people to stop using different ways to deny that they're gay.
What
You
does
know-
it mean to be homophobic anymore?
That mean that. Well, listen. Honestly, I
Things
got
change.
I got a little
you
bit.
know.
I got a little theory on that. I think people who are homophobic, I think it's a little bit of gay in them, and I think they're afraid of
Right.
it. So they think that if they come close to a gay person, or if they're in contact with them, or they come on to them, that they're gonna turn more gay.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Gay people don't bother me because
I know
right.
you're not fucking
It don't
nobody
matter-
gay.
It don't matter
Yeah.
what the fuck
Right,
you say to me. I'm not
exactly.
gonna turn gay because
don't
I'm just not
bother. Right.
interested. Because when you see a whole lot of that shit, a lot of times, man, them people be fucking other men on the low and
That's
shit.
true.
You know,
That's
cheating on
true.
their women with men and shit like
Exactly.
that. I just think that you got to have some kind of deep-seated fear of turning gay from being around a gay person.
Yeah,
They don't bother me in the least
They
bit.
give me a thought though, like to come back full circle to the politic thing, is that Trump, Vice President Pence,
Yeah,
he believe in like gay,
you think you could fix them?
like correction therapy.
Yeah, you can fix them.
Like
That's-
I read something, I don't know if it's true, this part about like he used to be gay.
Ain't no use to be.
And like he,
You just don't. Gay ain't no fucking
But-
sickness that you just like. Let me take some antibiotics
to
and
have
I'm
the
not
flu.
gay. Like gay people look at just like we look at women and we attracted to them. Gay people. That's how people can't fathom that. They think it's something you can get the Holy Ghost out of, or
Yeah.
you can just
Yeah.
shock treatment. It's
We
what
need a
they
double.
is.
We need a double standard bail because I would have rung that bitch. Look, all right. So with women, all right, what you saying as far as like ain't no double standard. Like you can't go from being gay to being regular. You can hear a woman say some shit like, "Oh yeah, you know, in college, you know, I did a little experiment, and you know,
Right,
with some
right.
girls."
Keyword experiment.
You ain't gonna hear no man be like, "Yeah, man, in college I did a little, I sucked some dicks and shit. I just realized it wasn't for me." No, nigga, hell no. You can't come back. It don't work
Right.
that way.
Once you suck the dick, keep sucking dick.
Once you did.
Ain't no going back.
You can't. A man can't fucking experiment,
And
dude.
to
Because
any-
straight men
right.
don't experiment.
Right.
As a straight man, you never be like, "Man, I'm fucking bored, man. I want to be like,
Right,
suck some
exactly.
dick."
And the sad part is,
they ain't dropped yet.
and the sad part is, it's women who are actually Be okay with that. Any women that's listening to this, if there's a guy that you've ever fucked with and he said he did some gay shit, run. He's still gay.
He's still doing gay
You
shit.
are the cover up.
In the local
he will marry you. He will have kids with you. But you the cover up. Because
Well,
someday in the
sorry
week.
for how y'all feel, but our vice president elect believes that you can have therapy.
You could be
to
fixed.
correct yourself.
You could be fixed. So you could be gay, and they could send you to some place, and they could fix the gay.
Yeah.
Because what
Conversion therapy.
I guess he believed that gay is what, a disease or some shit.
Right. That sounds so fucked up.
Like a sickness of the mind in a
Right.
sense. I don't think he going like, well, fuck it, yeah. He
Pretty-
more like with the ancient term of what it is. I guess it's like that makes you really crazy.
Even though
Really?
pretty much every mammal on the planet, you know, is actually into homosexual stuff. Pretty much any mammal you could think of. I think it's like 2 or 3 that don't do gay shit. I mean, and we're just mammals at the end of the day.
Right.
He still think that it's some kind of disease, like it could be corrected. Like you can't, like, and that's why I say like pedophiles got to be killed.
Yeah.
Not because I'm evil or nothing. You can't fix a motherfucker who's attracted to something.
It's a sexual
It don't-
fetish.
right. It don't
It's a fetish.
It don't matter how long you put this nigga in jail. He's still attracted to kids. It's like you can't stop me from being attracted to women. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter how long you put me in jail. If you put a fat ass and a pussy in my face, I'm gonna turn up.
Right.
You know,
That's
you
the way
another-
they is when they see kids. You
Right.
gotta just kill them.
People don't understand that. Like you
jail
just
time won't
said,
help.
pussy is a fetish.
Exactly.
Ass is a fetish. So when people like kids, they like kids. When people like gay people, when other people like same sex, they like same sex. It's not something that they
Yeah,
could just be
right.
cured of. They're always that's
You
gonna
like
be their
what you
main
like.
attraction.
But
That's
in
what
our
it's gonna be.
society, that shit won't rock. So the pedophiles, they gotta go.
Oh, they definitely got it.
Which is weird. I'm not sure if y'all seen it, but I had posted about that one. It was a fucking Facebook group, dude. It was 15.
Oh yeah, I seen that fucking
15,000
shit.
adults
I went
in
and
there
reported that
about
shit,
yeah,
too.
it was a
Yeah.
15,000 adults in a pedophile group, and they were it was sad as fuck too.
Yeah, it was
like
sad.
I don't even really much have emotions and shit, but that shit had me emotional. It like bothered the shit out of me. It was like women on there.
Yeah.
Hold on, and this is some more shit I won't talk about. But it was women in there taking pictures of their own daughters and showing them in there to the men. Like, hey, you guys said you wanted to see Wonder Woman underwear, and so she'll have her daughter in some Wonder Woman underwear doing the splits. You know, obviously her daughter don't know that her
Right.
mom a fucking creep.
Exactly.
So she's just like smiling all happy and shit about it. She got all these men on here talking about what they want to do to her daughter. But that brings me to my other point right quick. Women are such an untapped sector of pedophiles that just goes unnoticed because they're women. Like you think about a pedophile, you always think of man.
Yeah, right.
You don't ever think about a women. Man, women probably do that shit more than men do. But
Sad.
nobody ever you never suspect
Because they're
them
supposed to
they're
protect.
right. They're nurturers.
So
and
how
shit.
dare you? How could you carry something for 9 months and then just
Just
pawn
think
it
about
off
it.
like
Say
that,
say
right?
you and your girl needed to go out to y'all was trying to go out and have a night on the town or whatever, and y'all need a babysitter. You be like, all right, my nigga Jim around the corner, he watch kids. you gonna let Jim watch
Like,
your kids?
nah, we
Exactly.
good.
Or somebody like, oh, my friend Barbara, she watches kids all the time. You would totally be like, oh, okay.
You
woman.
more worried about Barbara boyfriend.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right. You
That
ain't
she
worried
probably
about
don't even
Barbara.
have.
Right, but Barbara gonna top your son off the second you fucking leave and shit.
Damn.
Because look, in that Facebook group, it was 15,000 people. Man, it had to be at least 50% women.
That's
It had
crazy.
to be at least 50%.
Yeah, I know
women.
several friends growing up that didn't been, fondled
Didn't
by-
you yourself have sex with an older woman?
Well,
when you were
yeah,
young?
I was
thought you was
like
about
I
to
was
go
a
somewhere else.
teenager, and she was already damn near 30.
Yeah.
You know what
When I was
mean?
15,
So-
I got topped from a 22-year-old.
Nah,
And she knew. She
I was
didn't give a fuck.
14 and she was 27.
Stop acting like y'all felt violated, nigga. Y'all
Nah,
was
I
walking out that
didn't.
motherfucker with the
That's
Conor McGregor
besides
walk.
the point, though. That's besides the point.
Because I'm a child. I ain't know no goddamn
You ain't
better.
getting-
No,
you-
for real though. All jokes aside, that's besides
Yeah.
the point. Like everybody that get molested ain't like
They don't
you know
feel bad
running
about
out
it.
like cutting their wrists. And
Right.
It's levels. To
Some
this
of them
shit.
like it. Well, I would almost say probably most of them
like
like it because it feel
sometimes,
good.
yes, that's the see. It fuck with you. I think more mentally than like even it don't make you a predator. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't get it in that way,
Right.
sometimes. But what I do notice is that it just make you more open to like weird shit. 'Cause
Right.
If you pay attention most of the time, like people that have been like outwardly admitted to being like molested or raped or whatnot, they be kind of
Promiscuous
in
as
the
fuck.
other world,
Yeah.
not the other world. I'm just talking about they have like their mind is way more
Yeah.
open to other people's, and that's by force.
Yeah.
You know, as a child or a teenager, they was shown everything behind the curtain. They was shook. You know, looking like fucking Trump was when Obama showed him the shit behind the curtain. You know, but the point I'm
This
getting
is
at,
what you got to deal with.
the point I'm getting at is this. certain things can happen to you that make you change how you look at the world. And when it comes to women, it changed the way they look at the world, except nobody challenges the way women look at the world. I'm talking about sexually, because we always trying to get a woman to do some nastier shit that they already known and taught to hold the shit back. You as a male, the reason why I disagree with what you said a minute ago about women being worse, I think men are worse because I think the testosterone in us fuels the thirst. And then with women, they can be more calm. They can sit back on their shit like, all right, I cannot molest for 6 months. Yeah. But I think a real male child molester, I don't think he can sit on the bench like, I'm on the bench right now.
Well, check this out. This the biggest difference.
What?
A woman child molester could just keep creating her own victims.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's
over and over. See, listen.
I wouldn't want to think that they doing it to their own kids.
Let me break it down for you. Got one goddamn minute. Let me break it down for you. All right. So a man that's a child molester, say that group of that sector of men who molest, they going outside the house to go find kids.
Right.
A woman just create her own. So that's why they don't get caught. You don't see women out there in parks and shit taking pictures or exposing their pussies and running off into the woods and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they just create their own victims and they just molest them all throughout their life, so they're never found out. And for one, their kids never even think it's weird because they've been dealing with it their whole life. So it's not even odd.
Think about it. How many Dateline NBC episodes with Chris Hansen did you see a woman walk up to the crib?
Because they make their own.
They don't get caught online. He got a point. They doing that shit in their house.
I'd rather believe that they are exposed to other children more. Think about it. Women are exposed.
You can believe what you want to
believe. Listen. Women are exposed. Women are exposed to other people's children way more. You made that point a second ago. Way more than men are.
Right.
So men are forced to go on the hunt and the prowl. So a woman could not even take her children apart. She got family members' children, friends' children. She probably got a daycare. It's all type of ways she can get it without, doing it to her own kids.
But listen, you gotta worry about those kids telling their parents though. When you have your own kids, who they gonna tell you?
So
and they don't even think it's weird because if a woman is a pedophile, she been doing that to them since they can remember. They don't even see that as odd.
So what you saying is you think women molest their own kids more than other kids versus men?
And listen, I didn't even think that much until that Facebook group, and then a couple of my friends infiltrated the group. I never did. They infiltrated the group and they started posting pictures from the group, and it was mostly women taking pictures of their kids, putting it on there. And that's when I'm like, oh, shit, man. Like, I never even thought about this. Because you think about pedophiles, you think about some creepy-ass dude sitting in the park jacking off.
That's what we made to believe.
You don't think
because you can't possibly think a woman would do something. Yeah. And, I mean, I see what you're saying. You hoping that a woman's moral compass is not that fucked up.
Not your own kids.
Yeah, but, I mean, if you're doing it to any kids, your compass already fucked up morally. So I don't see why you wouldn't.
And the safest thing would be your own kids, because who they gonna tell?
And they trust you.
You can train them.
You can tell them whatever. Oh, mommy's just cleaning you up.
I mean, molestation is super. It's super sick. But if you doing it to your own kids, that make you like the sickest.
Well, make you so you sick. You sick when you just doing it, but you just sicker when you doing it to your kids.
You super sick. Nah, listen. I'm a firm believer that if you do fucked up shit to people in the world, you a bad person. But when you fuck over your own family members, like, that's a special type of fucked up level. Like, because you're supposed to love these people more than other people. Yeah. The love is supposed to stop you from doing grimy shit. I know hella people want to fuck their family members up, like physically, like some violent shit. But the love is like, look, man, if I ain't love your ass, I will fucking beat you to death.
Very true.
And we all know a few people in our own family we probably feel that way about.
Hell yeah.
But god damn, like, you got to be a special type of sick person to be messing with your own kids. I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's what if you that type of person, that's the safest way.
Yeah,
that's the safest.
I'm just happy I'm happy I got a conscience. I might not have one biggest.
Well, I'm just not attracted to kids. So
I mean, of course that, but your conscience. I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't have much of a conscience. I can't agree with that because I don't give a shit. If it's something that I don't give a shit about, I'm not a child molester because I think it's wrong. I'm not a child molester because I'm not attracted to kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm not attracted to animals. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to men.
You starting to sound sick. You like, but if I was attracted to him, I'm on that ass.
I'm just saying. What if somebody told you being attracted to women was wrong? You know what I'm saying? You still can't help that you are. Right. That's why I think child molesters, like, you gotta get them out of here. Yeah. Like it ain't no help for them. But you're circling back to what Pence was saying. Like, you can't fix gay people. Like, they're attracted to men just like I'm attracted to women, just like people are attracted to animals or whatever.
What if, like, the people was made, like, gay through rape and molestation? Because we got a good percentage of people. Like, some people would call that healing, because I know majority of the people I know.
Most people abused were abused.
Yeah. So what about you think about that, though?
Still kill them.
Whoa.
Why not?
I ain't talking about pedophiles.
I don't give a shit. Why?
Oh, you talking about pedophiles, or are you talking about gay?
No, I'm not talking about pedophiles.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about people that was made gay. You know what I'm saying? People that was made gay through...
I was on my Hitler shit.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, you was
I was on my Stalin shit.
Yeah,
my bad.
I was about to say, goddamn.
I'm talking about the ones that was made gay through pedophilia. That was made gay through that. Then they grew up and they chose to like somebody of the same sex.
If they want help, give them help.
Are you saying that you think that they might be able to be talked out of it?
No, I'm asking y'all, do y'all think? So let's say like a woman was molested by a woman and now she grow up to like women, or she was molested by men and that made her hate men and now she like women, or if it happened to a man in that same way, he was molested by a man, now he grow up and he like man. That happened to a lot of dudes.
Well, what do you think? Okay, in order to answer that question, what do you think about the conditioning that you like women because you were told to like women?
I think they got a percentage.
What if you would have been raised to like men, if that was the norm?
No,
if that was the norm in our society, that men get with men and women get with women, it's still the conditioning in itself.
I disagree. I think
I'm asking, do you think that that's the same?
Partially.
Okay.
I think that, like, for example, I think that the type of woman you attracted to can be swayed by the people you around, but solely liking women, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, because that's.
But I mean, if you could be made gay, I don't see why you couldn't be made straight. It's just the same. In my head, it's the same conditioning. If somebody can condition you to like men,
yes,
as a man, I don't see why they can't condition you to like women. You know, because from the time that we even have any consciousness, we're told we're supposed to like women.
Right.
So you start liking women. But what if somebody the whole time was telling you, "Ew, women are gross. Men are sexy."
We about to find out. We about to find out in 15 years or so, because there's several parents that got little 4 and 5-year-olds that's teaching them to think in that type of way.
I don't think you should teach.
So we're gonna see
how
it all unfolds.
I feel like I always looked at it like, I don't know, it's like a playground theory. Like when you see a little girl, like when you're a little boy, you just know, like, okay, I like girls.
I always like girls.
you. I don't know. I guess it's the opposite for if you like boys and you don't. Like you're on the playground, you young. Somebody can't really teach you to be gay. Right. I feel like you can have situations to put you, like he was saying, traumatic.
If you're molested, like that.
Or it's just natural.
I think your experience change how you look at certain things, and if you had certain situations, it can sway. Because if it happened when you're young, you don't even know what's going on. Right. So that's the part that be fucking people up.
I just don't like the whole idea of fix gay people.
Yeah, because it's not a disease.
At one point, interracial dating was called the same thing.
Exactly.
Like something's wrong with you guys for even wanting to commingle with each other.
But that don't make one not just because the other.
Well, they treat it like
they treat it the same. What I'm saying is the progression of consciousness and treating everybody equal. At one point, they were telling interracial people that you shouldn't even be doing that. You shouldn't be attracted to black people. Black people shouldn't be attracted to white people. I think it's a percentage
of it. I do think it's a certain percentage of people that have been made gay through certain traumatic experiences that can come out of that and be attracted to somebody of the opposite sex. I think it's possible.
It's a small percent, but it's possible.
Yeah, I think it's a very small percent.
I think it's very I'm not gonna say it's impossible.
I think after you take a pipe, bro, I don't think it's a goddamn thing somebody can say to you to make you be like, you know what? I don't do that.
Well, honestly, I think our conversation is less about women and more towards men, because we already know women can do. Women are they're just flexible. They can do anything. They can
in
go.
This culture,
women,
in our society, and other societies, women aren't like that at all.
Right. Well, it's with their sexuality. Women are very flexible. They can be with a man and be with a woman, and we'll still consider them straight. But when it comes to men, it's just different. I guess because we men, and so we look at it like, hey, I don't see how I could be able to do a gay act or do anything gay without being gay.
What you think, Mr. Producer? I see you like you want to chime in.
I was going to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about like the natural male instinct to like want to produce or reproduce? I guess I should say. Like,
I always feel like it's something
that has any factor on a man
being with another man,
being straight.
Well, what I will tell you is that I'm a huge fan of Roman culture and Spartan culture and different things like that, and I know that they were highly homosexual. They would after basically destroying your whole army, killing y'all, they would fuck some of the enemy. Like, they were totally normal, and they obviously nobody was like, "Oh, you're a fucking faggot."
Because they considered it masculine.
There wasn't even a
dominant.
There wasn't even a word for faggot back
right,
then. Like people always talk about Jesus wasn't like gay. Well, actually, in Jesus' time, he would have likely been gay because there wasn't even a word for gay back then. And they would still, even though they like to have sex with men, they had more male sex slaves than female sex slaves. They would still procreate. You know, they would still they still had that need to want to still have kids, even though they were fucking men.
Would you consider them to be gay though? Because back then it was a dominance thing.
Yeah, I know. See, back then I don't think so. I don't even think you could do it the same way, right? What you think?
I mean,
because it's based on society, right?
Yeah, like back then, I mean, like I said, it was a dominance thing.
Right.
Like I'm gonna go in and
I'm gonna slap you and I'm gonna fuck you.
But by that logic, it's based upon presentation. So you saying if you look and act masculine, then you can't be gay because you still doing masculine things.
They was gay by action.
Right.
Remember the either or a combination of both. It just was one.
I mean, I'm just a person. I believe I don't care how masculine you are. I don't care if you slay a whole army. If you have sex with another man, you gay. I just don't feel like you can bounce back from that. I don't care. I don't care how many Roman beautiful women you had back then. It doesn't matter. If you had one sexual experience with a man, you was still gay.
But I'm dominant.
You could exactly. You dominate. You killed the whole army. And then you had sex with half of it. I don't care.
One of the greatest tacticians to ever live was Alexander the Great. And he was they said, like, he was a storied homosexual. He would fuck only men. And, you know, that don't come up really in his biography. Right. Everybody still talk about how great of a conqueror he was. Right. But he was, like, extra homo. Like, he didn't fuck women at all. He was all men. But a lot of them were.
He was Alexandra the Great.
Right.
But again, I mean, like I said, nothing wrong with gay. I don't think being gay can be fixed. And my thing is just the whole topic is if you are a man and you do a gay act, money does not take away from that. Just come out the closet and say you gay. It's 2016. Nobody's gonna judge you, and anybody that does, they probably gay. I mean, they doing too much. Like, I mean, who clowns people about being gay? Like, who has time for that?
Well, you know one thing, as a person who and I'm gonna be honest here, I might lose a couple fans, but I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. But I'm a person who homosexuals don't bother me at all, in the least bit. Men have come on to me. I don't want to fight them or nothing. Right. I'm just like, dude, I'm not interested.
Because you're secure with yourself.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. But, and then people be like, so you're totally okay with it, right? And I'm like, yeah. They like, well, what if you're walking your son up and down the street and two men are kissing? Are you going to avert his eyes? And it make me sad, but I would.
Right.
You
don't want to confuse your child.
I don't understand what part, but I don't want to confuse the child. But at the same time, what I tell myself is that either you're gay or you're not.
Right.
But if that's the case, either you're gay or you're not, it can't make your son gay.
Right.
Either he's gay or he ain't. Right. But I'm still gonna avert his eyes.
I'm not gonna add to the influence though. I mean, if I got a choice, I don't want my child to be gay. I don't have a problem with it. But if I want to choose,
that's something that I struggle with. You know, as a person who advocates for gay people, I think they should be able to do what they want. Right. But if I walking my son up the street and two men start making out, I'm going to avert his eyes. Exactly. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if a man and a woman were.
Because it's natural though. I mean, I know it sounds messed up. I know it sounds messed up. I know it sounds messed up. But realistically, and I can't even say realistic because that sounds messed up. But I'm just saying, I guess I'm in a hole. I'm in a hole now, you know. But let me get myself out. Let me get out. Let me get out. Okay. Let's just say, life-wise, we are programmed to say man and woman. And when I say natural, I mean natural in the sense of only a man and a woman can make a child. Okay, so now I'm out the hole because that's what I mean when I say natural.
You -1 now. Okay,
well that's cool. But it is weird. Man and a woman can make a child, and by all those standards, if I have a boy or a girl, the only way that's going to happen is if they see a man and a woman kissing. That is really considered natural. It's really uncommon, you know, to see a man and a man or a woman and a woman to kiss. You don't see it.
But do you believe that either you're gay or you're not? Or do you believe that your kids seeing gay can make them gay?
It can have an influence.
I think both.
But do you think it can make them gay?
No, it can't make them gay.
So why does it matter if they see it or not?
Because if they're young, a young man can be molded.
Into what? Being gay?
It can be molded into certain things, yeah. But
conditioned.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if they see it a lot. I mean, it's like growing up. If you grow up in a house with two men, I mean, that's the norm to you. That's the norm to you.
And that's what I struggle with because I advocate for that is normal, and I do totally believe it's normal. Factually, scientifically, I know it's normal because humans have been gay since the beginning of fucking time. This shit is not a new idea. Right. but I'm still going to avert my kids' eyes. I'm not sure if that's my own American society conditioning going on in my head.
I wouldn't say it's normal. I still would say it's abnormal.
It's pretty normal.
Well,
it's been going on since
heterosexual
heterosexual couples. There have been
it is actually
couples.
Just as normal as regular.
All right, well,
it's just we just don't see it.
In our society.
The percentage of it. The reason I said it seems to be abnormal is because based on the percentage of people that aren't. Well, even though we don't know
exactly people who come out.
But
right.
There are millions of people who have gay thoughts who never act on those.
Nobody is forcing people to like fuck women and have kids.
Right.
So I don't think we would have got this far as human beings. I don't think we could go this far as human beings and make it that this many people if being gay was as natural as people trying to market it, you know.
What if men could have babies? If men could have babies, we wouldn't miss a step there. The world would be even more overpopulated.
Well, we're gonna push that out there.
Good point.
Where's that coming out?
I mean, at the end of the day, listen, because at the end of the day, we gonna go ahead and wrap this shit up, you know, because we could go on forever about this shit. In short,
hold on, I got one question before we wrap it up, though.
Okay, what you got?
Back to make it full circle again to Pence, Vice President-elect Pence, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that he gonna you think Donald Trump gonna make him drop that side of his thing, or you think Trump will allow him to market conversion therapy?
I think Trump is a really smart man, and I don't think
Trump supporters are rocking with that.
Exactly. I don't think he's going to allow him to push that gay agenda thing that he's doing. It's too many gay people in our society, and then too many straight people who support gay.
Many people think,
and that'll just be.
Many people think he's going to be running it more so than Trump, kind of like a Dick Cheney, George Bush type thing.
That would be a bad thing if he allowed him to do that. It's just too many gay people in our society, too many straight people who advocate for gay people, and you're going to have a whole lot more than 100,000 people marching if you try to push that gay agenda.
What you think, Jerry? I just want your opinion as a semi-Trump supporter. How you think that's going to play out?
I don't think Trump's going to fall for it. I think he's smart. He's a businessman.
He's a smart dude.
He sees dollar signs.
Gay people got money too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And just like a lot of people say, oh, he's not going to try to legalize weed. I think he's going to get in there and he's going to say, hey, there's a lot of fucking money I can
totally see him doing
making off some weed. Let's have Trump weed. Legal in all 50 states.
I guarantee he'll get elected the second time.
Hell yeah,
unanimously. He'll win the popular vote. He's gonna win the popular vote. He do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
and that's all it takes. Once he realizes that, like you said, he's got a second term.
Yeah, if he do that, he definitely gonna win again.
Yeah, man. So, I appreciate you bringing that back full circle, the homie Leo Bishop. Don't get that Trump battery put in your back. Make sure if you are out there practicing any racism that you do have your hands correct and you know how to throw them blows because you might end up finding yourself in a fight and get beat the fuck up in front of your kids and your woman.
There's some shit you shouldn't say. You might want to just come here and say that.
The Trump battery can lead to assault and battery. So calm down.
Check the fine print on that Trump battery. He does not appear and help you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're going to get on up out of here. Make sure that you go on iTunes and you subscribe. All my people who are on social media, obviously, if you're already a subscriber, you don't even need to listen to that part. But if you're on social media, make sure that you go to iTunes and you subscribe to Shit I Shouldn't Say Podcast. Shit I Shouldn't Say Podcast.
Subscribe and review.
Subscribe and review. Let everybody know what you think. Tell some friends about the shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We doing big things up in here, talking a whole lot of shit. I want to thank our co-host who came up, Chris, the homie Chris Caine. A lot of y'all know him by that, but he came up and, talked some shit with us. I'm sure he'll be here for future shows, and obviously our great producer who always keeps shit running for us. Appreciate you weighing in, bro.
Anytime. If I can give a quick plug, man, check out Club Vape in Florence with Taylor Mill or Hebron. They're a proud sponsor of the KYHBB Podcast Network.
Yeah, they got some good oil.
Hell yeah, they do.
Club Vape, definitely a shout out to them. Shout out to the fraternity. All of my MCs, my rapping homies all over the globe. You got anything for them, Chris?
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all having me on. I'll be back, and it was a good experience, man.
Indeed.
All right. Shit I shouldn't say, but we say it anyway. We out of here.
All right.